Alright, this is the Shadow Ranger back with another video. I just want to give a quick thoughts on the releases from WWE this weekend. For those of you who do not know, WWE this weekend released Shad Gaspard, Luke Gallows, Vance Archer, Kalen Croft, Tiffany, and Jillian Hall, and I'd just like to give a few thoughts on some. First up, Shad Gaspard. Little underutilized during his time in WWE. I never understood why they split up Crime Time and then really didn't do anything with either guy. I thought maybe they were going to give a push to JTG, who's a really good wrestler, who I could really see as a singles wrestler. I mean, since they split him up, I thought JTG may have at least been close to getting a run with the Intercontinental title. I think he could do some good stuff with that belt, but you know, you had Crime Time, which was a very over tag team. I mean, from the day they debuted, these two guys were over, and you know, they got fired, then got brought back, and at no point did they ever hold the tag team titles. I always found that weird. They were never tag team champions, and they were really a really over team. I think so many people wanted them to win those belts, and after they got split up, I just kind of figured, okay, Shad is probably going to get released because they did that little mini feud with him and JTG earlier this year, where they did the strap match. Then he lost, and that was pretty much going to be it. So I don't know. I think maybe the guy just got a kind of a bad deal. Luke Gallows, we knew him as Festus. I think he played Kane for a while back in the day, and then for the Straight Edge Society. Once the Straight Edge Society broke up, I kind of saw this coming. I mean, I just had trouble thinking like, what would they do with him without that? You know, he worked well as part of that group, but as a singles guy, I just don't think he has the look that WWE wants when it comes to like a single star. But you know, the dude was good in the ring, and he had talent, and he was okay on the mic. So I mean, you know, he could have been at least a good piece of enhancement talent, but they have decided to release him. Vance Archer. Well, he didn't really do much in WWE. Like many guys who got their break in TNA and then go to WWE, he really didn't get much of an angle. I mean, was he ever involved in any real storyline? They just brought him out as the, you know, the big mean guy. You know, he's the intense. He just breathes heavy. And they got Tyler Rex doing that now, and you know that it's not gonna get anybody anywhere. And I didn't expect it to do anything with Vance Archer. So, you know, I liked him when he was in TNA. I liked him as Lance Rock. I mean, you know what? I'll be honest. Here's what I'd like to see again.
Check one, check two, check one. Hey, you guys, can you turn me up a little bit? Just a little. Check.
Yeah, let me get right on that.
Yeah. Are you guys ready for the rock and raving section? Yeah! Let's rock! Woo!
We love you, Cleveland!
Hey, party at the bar after the show, yeah, man. Woo!
Kalen Croft. I don't know jack about Kalen Croft. I'm sorry, I got nothing to say about Kalen Croft. I'll say what WWE says: best in your future endeavors. Tiffany. Once ECW is gone, she didn't really do anything. You know, she's another hot blonde to look at, but they got enough of those already, you know. You weren't doing anything with her anyway, so I really can't say much about Tiffany, okay? One less hot chick to look at. And Jillian Hall. Jillian Hall had been taken off TV a short time ago, and it was said that she was going to be in FCW as a trainer. And, you know, I thought that was been good for her. I was tired of seeing her corny character, and she can be the trainer. That's less work, less travel, decent pay to set her up good. I thought that would have been a good, nice role for her, but apparently times have changed. Maybe they will bring her back into that role too, but I'm not sure what happened. Now, of course, whenever anyone gets released from WWE, the immediate first question everyone asks is, will they go to TNA? So I'll give my thoughts on the possibilities of some of these guys going to TNA. Now, Vance Archer, Lance Hoyt, that we all know is Lance Hoyt, who has been in TNA before, so there's a good chance they may decide that they may bring him back. I'd like to see the Rock and Raven infection one more time. But outside of Vance Archer, simply because he's been in TNA before, as I look at these talents, there's really only one that I would be interested in seeing show up in TNA, and which may come as a surprise to some of you. It's Jillian Hall. I honestly would like to see Jillian Hall get a shot in TNA. When Tara came in, she talked about trying to redeem herself. She did this a little bit when she was doing a feud with ODB about wanting to change what her legacy was going to be, but they really didn't go a lot along with it. But I could see something similar to that working with Jillian Hall. Jillian Hall basically come to TNA to redeem herself. Maybe she loses the blonde hair and gets rid of the big fake implants, and maybe Jillian Hall comes to TNA and does this sort of an angle of, I used to be a wrestler and they turned me into a joke, and I came here for a chance to redeem myself, to face the best female wrestlers in the world, to prove that I am still one of the best. And sort of like she's trying to reinvent herself, she's trying to redeem herself, to stop people from looking at her as the joke who won a belt and lost it 5 minutes later, and don't have her actually win a lot of matches, actually have her lose more, actually have her be frustrated about it, and sort of I think if she goes on a losing streak for a while and tries to get herself back up, and she puts over that, man, this isn't what I'm used to, and this is the real deal. This isn't me, jumping around a bunch of with a bunch of models who pretending to be wrestlers. This is the real deal, and I'm trying to redeem myself. I think some people could get into that. Also, they need more teams for those women's tag belts. She's a good hand. You could find somebody to match her with and make a new tag team with. But she's the only one that I really have interest seeing go to TNA. That's about all I have to say on these 6 releases, but best of luck to all of them. Nobody's ever happy to hear about people getting released, and I hope everything works out for all of them. But that's all I have to say on the topic. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.